Can you guess where we are going next? Well, this trip is special to us because if you have seen any of my past videos or my playlist, you know that we are planning to move. So we're going to explore possibly a new home. If not, it is just a joyous vacation for our family. This is different because we have never traveled out of the country in the month of January when it's cold and snowing and icy. So this will be a new experience for our family. But before I reveal it, let's recap. It's probably going to be somewhere in Europe. We are moving. So, as y'all know, this has been a dream of ours for years. This is not something that's just been sprung upon us. It maybe is new to our viewers and friends and family, but this is not a new desire that God has placed on our hearts. We have done lots of prayer through this and before this for years. We have already looked into several countries in Western Europe. And we have officially gone to Scandinavia now. We went to Denmark. So I think it's time to broaden our European exploration. And our next adventure is, drumroll, Romania. So we have chosen Romania because it's full of culture, adventure, mountains, beaches, big cities, countrysides, safety. It's a mix of Spanish and Middle Eastern influence and architecture. And it's also woven into their language. And we've never been there before. So we will be exploring anywhere from local parks and neighborhoods to Europe's largest salt mine and Dracula's castle. So we are ready to explore it all. We will be staying in one of the towns in the heart of Transylvania, but we will be exploring two main cities while we're there with a stopover in a little town in between. And we are just really ready to explore it all together. So this is also just the beginning. We'll be sharing everything from travel to our flights, to our accommodations, to local foods and little town squares, to unexpected and unplanned hidden gems that we find along the way. So make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss anything and you'll be the first to know when it comes out. I will be a little brief on this. We fly into the capital, Bucharest, and we will be driving to our first town, Brasov. I apologize in advance if I have mispronounced any of these names, and I will do better and I will learn as we go. We will be driving to Brasov, a town in the mountains, and staying there for a few days, and driving then to Cluj, which is more like a university town, and we will be spending some time in Cluj with a little small town stop in between. So those are our main cities that we will be exploring while we're there. There will be tons of this beautiful country that we will be missing, but I'm sure hopefully we'll be able to visit there again if the time is right and we are ever in Europe again, which probably will happen. So we are going to, and it's also supposed to be snowing possibly while we're there. So my kids are super excited because we live in a state where it does not snow, like ever. So kids are super excited for that. I am toying with the idea of just doing some carry-ons or having everybody do suitcases because our luggage is not included in our plane tickets. We are traveling also cheaper because we use our Capital One travel card our credit card, and we just pay it right off, and we get points for traveling. So we have points saved up that we are cashing in to help with this trip. We will be staying in 2 types of accommodations. One is a hotel in a local town square where everything is close. And then the other one, we are staying in a local Airbnb in one of the local neighborhoods. And we are going to check out a little bit more of the local side of things. So we have 2 options. We like to do both. And I think it's going to work out wonderfully. I do have our itinerary planned out. So if you are interested in our itinerary and you want to see what we're doing and you want to know what it's going to look like, I will happily share that. Just drop it into the comment section below. I do have actually some free days in to just kind of get lost, to wander, and to see where we end up, because I don't want to plan this out too tight of a trip, because I want there to be some natural exploration and to just kind of slow down a little bit. Because our last trip that we just came back from was a little bit more hustle and bustle. So I'm going to treat this a little bit more slowly to see where we end up. And to let me just be a little bit more calm. Make sure that because if I have a tight timeline, I'm making sure we're hitting it. So this is going to also just help me to kind of take a deep breath, relax, and calm down and be present. So let me know, have you been to Romania? What are the absolutely do not misses? I don't think that's a word. What would you say absolutely do not miss? Drop your recommendations in the comments and like and subscribe so that you get to follow along with us for all of our adventures. And we are so excited to take you with us. We do plan on trying to film and do as much as we can. Obviously, there will be some privacy in between that, but we are going to take you with us and document as much of this as we can to share it with you. And we hope that you enjoy it. We already have some cash. It's the lei, don't know. They use 2 different currencies. They do use the euros, but those are for more bigger purchases like, cars and homes and certain things. But Romania does have their own currency, which is different. And it is called it's either lei or the lei. Lei, maybe? This is, their 100. Let's see, can you see it? Yeah. And then we've got their 50. And their 5. Our US dollars do tend to stretch a little farther over there, so that is also something that is good, because our dollar doesn't seem to stretch very far here lately. So we are excited to go. We are super excited. From what my research has led to, it is a very warm and welcoming culture. The food, I think, is going to be fabulous, and it's going to be a fabulous blend of possibly some food that my husband's Spanish culture can relate to, a little bit more like warm, hearty, meaty diets, and a little bit of that fresh Middle Eastern cuisine as well. So super excited to just go to this hidden gem. It is our first time exploring Eastern Europe, and we are so excited to learn all about the culture and share it with you. So, Romania, here we come.